I would like to share a profound technique with you today that will help you to immediately eliminate stress, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. And I call this little goodie Simple Moments of Ecstasy. How many of you out there would like to know how to have simple moments of ecstasy, no matter where you're at, what you're doing, and nobody even knows that you're doing something good to yourself? Great. So before I get started with sharing this technique with you, I want to tell you a little story about how it worked for me in my life. I've been using this technique for a very long time, and when I was learning how to drive a car, my dad was teaching me how to drive a stick shift. He was not the most patient person. In fact, I would say he was very impatient and intolerant, but he decided that it was time for me to learn how to drive a stick, and so we went out to an unincorporated area in San Jose, and we practiced. The problem was, if you've ever driven a stick, you know it's really, really difficult to learn how to come out of first. All the other gears, you have no problem, but coming out of first, I kept stalling, and we had been doing this for hours, and he was very fit to be tied with me. So he was yelling at me, and I was frustrated and stressed, and was hating him at the moment. And there was one moment where he decided to get out of the car because he had just yelled at me for looking in the rearview mirror as I was backing up, which is a no-no. So he got out the car and was doing something, and I decided, I'm going to use this technique that my track and field coach had told me. He didn't tell me what it was, but it worked for me. So I took a moment, and I took 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths, filling my abdomen area, expand and contract. And then I smiled, and the smile was really forced because I was really stressed and upset with him. So I forced this smile, and then I relaxed the facial muscles in my face. And then I put that car into first, and I took off like a bat out of you-know-what. And I'm looking at him in the rearview mirror, and he's like totally stunned. It was absolutely a moment for me. Yes! Now, that was my simple moment of ecstasy because it allowed me to be relaxed, focused, and do what I needed to do so that I can get on with my day without him yelling at me. And this is what you can do. You can do this at work, you can do this at home, you can do this when you're on the freeway sitting in commute traffic and someone has pissed you off. This is what you do. I'm going to share it with you. Put your hand on your abdominal area. Now take in 3 to 5 nice, slow, long, deep breaths, feeling your abdominal area expand and contract. Now, I want you to smile really big, and then completely relax your facial muscles. This is what that does for you. So when you're breathing in the nice, slow, long, deep breaths, it allows oxygen to go into your bloodstream and allows your brain to be oxygenated, which restores clarity, focus, balance, okay? The smile is a trigger. So when you smile and you release the smile, you let your facial muscles relax, it sends a message to your neurological system that we need to release that feel-good chemical, serotonin. That's where the ecstasy comes in. Your body doesn't know the difference if the smile is for real or fake. All it knows is that it has this trigger, and the trigger sets the neurological system in play to allow that serotonin that makes us feel, ooh, so yummy, to go throughout our body and relaxes the body. It's a simple technique, easy to do. Like I said, you can do it anytime, whether you're in a meeting with your boss who's pissing you off, you're in a negotiation part, or you're just having a discussion that might be a little bit heated with a friend, family member, or your spouse. I guarantee you will get back into balance and you'll be able to do whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in a more stress-free, relaxed manner, and you will be having these simple moments of ecstasy because you will have that feel-good chemical serotonin being released, and no one even has to know about it. I want to share something else with you to get you thinking about how we handle stress in our life. How much do you think this bottle of water weighs? Well, let me tell you, the weight of the bottle doesn't really matter, you see, because if I hold this bottle for a minute, nothing happens. If I hold it for a little bit longer, my arm begins to ache. But if I hold this bottle all day long, my arm will feel numb, paralyzed, and I will not be able to use it. You see, it doesn't matter about the weight of the water in the bottle. It doesn't matter. What matters is this bottle is like the stresses in our lives. If we hold on to them for a little bit, nothing happens. But if you hold on to them for a little bit longer, you begin to hurt. You begin to feel it in your body. And if you hold on to them for a long time, what happens is you begin to become incapable of doing anything. You feel paralyzed, you feel stuck, and the stress in your mind will manifest as something in your body, and your body will begin to talk to you. And at that point, it's a little bit too late. So I'm telling you to put the stresses in life down like this bottle of water. Set it down and allow yourself to use the simple moments of ecstasy so that you can be relaxed, balanced, creative, and focused as you travel down your path to bliss. And if you would like to learn more about how you can use or learn techniques like this that is simple, easy to incorporate, I recommend you go to www.rochellawson.com and download my free 21 tips to instantly reduce stress. Thank you for your time.